Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Forex Black Box. As usual, I'm going to analyze pound pairs and gold. The moment I'm looking at the pound USD, I'm looking at the weekly view just to show you where we are on the weekly view chart. As you can see, we're at the bottom of 2000. The highest is 2007 and the low it was 2016 is about nearly 9 years ago. About 9 years ago, 10 years probably you can say. We moved all the way down here and we pushed up last year and we coming back down here, retested the low on the weekly view and we pushed back up here, but we can kind of like sideways here, similar to the previous consolidation area here in decision. That's weekly view, guys, so it's probably like a worth of couple of months here in this area. We went down and we come back up here. We have some wave one, two, three, and it's kind of four is kind of consolidating here. And we kind of touched that low here, 2016. We touched that low, we touched the low of here and this area. But I still believe that's gonna go down here. Um, it will come. Look, you see here one, two, three wave, and wave four probably is gonna go a little bit lower. 125 is my aim. 125 and a half, and we approaching the Christmas time, and it's from this month's beginning of December. It's going to be not much of trade going on. So what's going to move this pair up or down is going to be some news of the election, because we've got about 11 days now left before the poll of election to go and vote. Myself, I'm going to vote, of course. So kind of like indecision here after that big move up, couple of weeks, really nice push up, and it's stuck to here for like a month now plus. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. We are in the same range. We just spike up and come back down. Every time go back up, every time the price go up, it push down. That's the previous high. The following week after the big push, pushed down. One green, one red, one green, one red, one green. Probably the next one is going to be red down here, since we're still inside the range. I'm going to show you something as well here. Let me just quickly show you, since we are on a weekly view. As you can see, that the very large trend line come from the top, the very high of the pair itself, when it was high, and that trend line all the way down here is still far from where we are now, about 130, 135, 138 to come to it, but it still was far away from it. However, there's a previous trend line here. We need to break that first. We still below this trend line. The first stage that was the first level. That's why we're inside this two trend line now, and we going down to the end of the year. So I think that is going to be playing around here. Or scenario one, you can come back up here, test that trend line. Maybe the next couple of weeks, it will test that trend line, and will push down to go one, make one swing low, then come back to retest it, and again we'll break it, will go high. We will see which scenario will take. Scenario two, it will go down first and make a swing low, then we'll try to climb back, retest that trend line. With time moving, we're getting closer to the trend line itself, so I believe maybe that's the high probability is going to go down first. There's a support here, the blue lines, all the blue lines here is a support area. I believe it's going to come down here first, try to break it, close below it, come back, retest it, and go a little bit lower, then to meet the 0.618 Fibonacci, or between the 50 and the 618. So between the 50% and 618, since it's stuck to here, it doesn't want to make a new high. We kind of like waiting for the election to be completed. And by the time the election be completed, probably is going to swing low first, then go up. Because the outcome of the election itself, it will be positive for either side. Boris Johnson wanted to do the deal, which that's why that will have a big move since here actually, since we started talking about deal and pull back and pushed up with a couple of just very light news, but it actually did kind of overaction here, moved up to a certain area, certain level, and we stayed here since then. I believe that's going to go down first, make a swing low for the big investor down here waiting for it to come down here. As soon as it start breaking the 50%, between the 50 and 61%, that's the best opportunity to buy. And I expect it back up here to break the previous high, to break that trend line, and try to level with the A area here, which is 133, probably higher if we have a certainty of Brexit and we have some kind of deadline for it to complete. So we're going to see the bound probably will be breaking that trend line, come back retest it, small waves inside, then we break higher to this the last trend line. And if we break that last one here, now we can confirm kind of we are trending back to high, making highs. Why? Because that trend line is the highest highs, uh, all-time high to £2, I believe. Yeah, from all the top here, from all the way up down here, it's kind of trending down. It's for a few years, but 10, 15 years, like 10 years, I say. And we coming back to break that trend line. If we break that trend line itself, we kind of trending now. We could do sideways here. We broke higher. We kind of come a level to the previous highs. We're going to start to break this slowly, slowly. During 2020, 21. Probably 2020 will be between 150 again, back to 150, and 21 probably will be more high than that. Well, we'll see. But first thing first, let me look on the daily. So where we are. Okay, on the daily here, we have a one channel, the major channel. It's still, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll break that one. And we have trend channel. And so we inside the channel here, we broke the channel higher, come retest it, we pushed back up again, and we went inside the channel, come back retested the ceiling of the channel, and we'll come back down, and we're kind of stuck now at this level. I know it's a channel from my view. It could be something else from someone else. It looked like a flag, and we kind of stuck up a little bit high, but you don't know. No one knows when the big boys that will put their money. It's too expensive for them now. They want to see swing low, at least to this area. So we actually moved forward to that channel itself as a graphic, the drawing. So if we go down again here, it's going to meet the 155, 125 area. Probably is going to break below a little bit, touch that low of the channel, and we will start to break higher. So we still inside that channel itself, and we still inside. We broke that channel from that swing high, 1, 2, 3, and we kind of consolidate. We broke higher, we went inside again, we broke higher, and we probably going to go back inside again. We'll start to challenge this low. There's not going to be any support here because still 11 days. We'll see that week how we have 2 weeks now, this week and the next week. So we'll see how it go. We're going to go down, break that low. We'll make a new swing low. Probably going to go back up again to test that low here and continue down. Let me just do this quickly. I expect the next scenario is going to be like that. We'll break this. We'll come break that. We'll make it just break. We're going to break, come back here, retest this one, and we'll come back down again to go here. Or we're going to go up. We'll break that high, break it, retest, come back, retest this channel, and we'll back down. We'll see which one will take direction, or we're going to be sideways here. That's the only three scenario we will get out of this bear. How to know where we're going? If we have one day, if we have that day break above here and close here, then we expect it to continue up. If we break that low, we close, we expect it to go lower. On pullback, you sell it. Okay. It's still bound bears at the moment, moving 90% of Brexit. Brexit is moving all bound bears across, and we're still on a Brexit uncertainty and certainty and deal and referendum and all the stuff. So yeah, let's see how it go. It could be very small movement here because since we are approaching the dry months, but when we Brexit, we have the election completed. General election is complete on the 12 of 12, which is everyone going to vote hopefully. On the 12 of 12 is going to be a lot of movement going on. So I recommend that from today, do not put too much of trades, regardless of Brexit or not Brexit, because of we are at the end of the year. So It's gonna be dry. It's gonna be a lot of movement, spikes, and all the stuff. So don't burn your account you build all the year until now. So don't burn it. So I recommend that you keep your stop loss nearby. Do not leave any position without stop loss, and confirm with your broker which days of the year is gonna be offline, online, and all the stuff. Just to double check everything. Okay. So don't leave any open position across the year. So like last 2019 January, the yen flash crash, the first day of the year, a lot of people lost a lot of money, and people burn big time because it moved like 1,000 pips. So don't try to do that in a dry time, because market maker will clean want to clean it's a book, it's a trading book. So there's a lot of people probably holding position over the year, and he want to clean it. So they will look for any excuses to push the market ups and downs to kill everyone out, because they want to go to the new year fresh, new year clean, basically, if you want to say so. So here we go. Let me just quickly get the gold before I forget. As I said before, the gold, I actually get out here. I was short from here. To be honest, I did short it here. Went down to that low, make a new low. I closed my short, and it went back up again that day here. Went back up again, and I bought another short, and I shorted. I closed around this spike down here, right before the end. But after that, I've been busy with bound pairs, so I just took off my hand on gold since Trump keep talking in China, and the talk is still fragile for me. And any time, any time, even in Christmas time, Trump can say one word, China can say one word from here, the market will crash right in Christmas time. So I recommend for you guys, suggest that you don't leave any position open during this period of time, because you could burn yourself badly. Because this pair is moving purely on, not purely, but it will move more since there's no trader during this time. They're gonna investor or trader. They're gonna put their money during Christmas time. So if Trump tweet one tweet, you will push the stock market down, push the gold up, or China do the opposite. Gold will go down, stock go up. Which one, whatever. There are two fighters. They fighting each other through the media, and the outcome is the market will move regardless if some trader or not. The market anyway will move. So far so good on gold. We're going down. We're still holding this support area. We broke lower than that low. We make a new lower low, and we spike back up here. We move pushed up actually, and we still inside this channel. We come back down, and we testing. Friday we did test the channel ceiling. Just a second, let me just put this back on. Okay, we come back, we touch it, and we went down a little bit. I expected we maybe will continue a little bit up, and we will go down to, we try gonna break that one, the previous low, since China and Trump still talking. Because what happened on Friday, I believe Trump did sign a deal with Hong Kong and stuff like that, and China tweeted after that, said that we still have to do open for a negotiation and so off, about so on about the trade deal. So gold just kind of like pushed up, and after that we stand by, ready for any action. So we still inside this channel, and what I can see here is keep testing, break and go inside again, come back, test it. However, we didn't really test that channel bottom yet. We have it here one, two times only, but multiple times at the top. So be cautious here. That could actually go up. Why? Because as I said, that trade deal is fragile. It can break any time, and when it does, we will find gold at these areas here, 1500, 1600 probably, if the deal really completely smashed. Um, so I recommend that the first trade you open, just take that month off. I'm doing that. I will do that video quickly. Probably December is not going to be much of videos every week, because there's not much movement really. Everything is quite in the range, and the market is just waiting for China and US deal to be off the table, and trader or investor or hedge funds that will start looking for something fresh. What's at the moment on the table is China deal and Trump. The stock is involved, gold is involved. Regarding currencies, is going to be affected as well. Gold, dollar, yen, all currency basically. What else? We have the second thing on the table at the moment is Brexit. Hopefully we'll have some decision be made on the 12 or 12, which is 11 days away from now. And we will see. After that being cleared the air, we will see what's next. I don't know what's next. Probably the Trump election 2020, and that will be some news impacting the market and all the stuff. But yeah, let's see. So gold, as I said, is gonna go maybe do consolidation here. Could break the channel itself and consolidate here, and there is no one trading it really. Then maybe it can go down or go up regarding Trump and China. Let's move on. Very disappointing of euro. Euro still getting weaker, and as you can see here, very clear. I said that it's gonna go up from here. It didn't actually. It went down, come back up, went down again, and we are on a trend line. We on and off the trend line, you know. So if we look on the weekly, that's the range. Okay, the range started 2016, and we touched that bottom now 2019. So we still in the range. We have one, two touch, three touch. It's always breaking new high, making new high, then continue down to test that low. And we so far we still lower high. So far on the weekly, lower high. Okay, we're still on that trend line itself. If this trend line start here, I can just do that and try to make it look nice. However, it's the area, not exact price. I can do that. Is obviously not. This is higher high, and this is a not yet lower high. We're still inside this engulfing bush. We're still inside. It's like a 1-2 spike, like very very big spike during Brexit and all the stuff. So I don't know what's going to happen from here, to be honest, since Pound is waiting for Brexit negotiation and Brexit decision. We will see. We will see how this bear is going to do. I'm out of my position here anyway. I took my losses off. I'm out of it, and we'll see how this bear is going to do. But I don't recommend that bear to be don't long it because the swaps is really high. You can short it. From my broker, as the swaps is free, so you can, when you see that come back to above the channel here, you look for short setup and you short it. When you short it, that's mean bound strong. When you long it, that's mean bound weak, and euro strong. Okay, China, USD, don't worry about it. Same thing going here. As you can see, we're getting overexcited on Friday. We break a new high, but we didn't really stay on that new high. We kind of back down to the previous high, and we stand by here waiting. I expect that to come back up here, but it didn't really do a proper pullback. That's the thing you need to know about technical analysis. If we doing this consolidation, what was going to happen next? If it was my experience, I'm telling you, it's going to go do this and come back down again. Try to do this and go lower and lower. Fulfill this swing low, then we continue our way up. That is not going to go up directly from here unless some news. Even if it spike up, it's going to spike up and will push down immediately because there's a lot of sellers down here around this area. There's going to be a lot of sellers here. Okay, that scenario, it will involve yen strength and pound strength or weakness. Others, out of them, if the both of them are strong, this bear is going to do some range here. And one of them is strong, one of them weak. We're probably going to see some effect here. Okay, next. Um, Aussie. We have some news on Aussie. We will look at it later on. That's on the weekly. Let me just look on the daily here. We're trending, as you can see. This pair, it's moving in certain way. It's a lot of waves inside each small wave. On the daily, you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and A, B, C, D up. We'll break higher. We'll come back down. It's all to do with the stock at the moment. That's the thing here. Stock is high. Aussie is weak. I'm not sure what's going on here. They're supposed to be correlated. If the stock is high, Aussie is strong. That bear is supposed to be down at this area here, but it's not. It's actually pushing up, keep pushing up because of the weakness of Aussie. For what reason, I'm not sure. They're still scared of China deal, so we'll see. So I recommend that you wait for 2020 to start, and we'll see. This week, just to try to relax, try to filter your position, see what one need to be closed earlier, close it, and take that month as a kind of refresher to your studies and stuff like that. Not try to push the market, not try to push any position in the market, because it's going to be very, very dry, and there's going to be a lot of spikes. You learn that for with the years. In December normally it doesn't move much, and early of January is going to be some kind of crash, some kind of news, new starter, and all the market maker will like that. They like to clean. They will like to clean their stock of traders and money and all stuff. All bound pairs is going to be basically moving the same. As you can see, New Zealand is strong. That's why we have this push down. And I'm still shorty here on this position. It went many, many times down, but I'm leaving it open because I'm waiting for it to come down here. Probably before December, I will close it. Before December expired or before 12/12. We will see. Before 12/12, we're going to see a lot of moves. A lot of moves. It's going to be like the market is really high because they spend just like the referendum day. I did mention that last video. Just like the referendum, it was ups and downs like crazy. Then after that, I started to push down hard, about 1,000 pips plus. So I expect that one to go down first here, since the New Zealand is strong. With the push of pound pairs itself, if pound started getting weaker, this bear was going to see it even lower than that. But we will see. We still have this uh, trend nicely, but when we have a break here, we pushed really low and we pushed back up again, and we can consolidate, but we pushing low. That's the thing. As soon as you come down to take my TB here, I will be thinking long, and I will see where we're standing from the election day, the vote. Okay, guys. CAD was strong and weak. This week is quite complicated. The end of the year, as I said. So I expect it to come back up here when it's weakness, and I'll come back down here. We will see. I said he's going to come down here. It didn't. He's actually pushed higher. And that's what you know when you are in a certain point on the chart, always expecting the worst if it's going to go up or down. It pushed a little bit low, then break the high and continue up, back retest it, and kind of consolidate here. As you can see, all bound pairs got this red and green days. There is no uh, uh, green, green, green. That means like trending up. Obviously, if we go down to the 4 hours, we're going to see more details. I'm only just showing the big picture on the daily, where we are on the daily. As you can see, nice push down red here and another one too, but didn't continue back up again, and so on and so forth. It's like in the same price area range, so you could just trade the range. If you don't trade the pound and CAD is connected to the oil, and pound obviously connected to Brexit. So you make your mind up about this. We're still inside range. Really, we didn't go anywhere. There's no any setup for me yet on this pair because we coming to the end of the year. So as I said, I'm not going to get involved this month. I'm taking break, but I've got only New Zealand open and bound as well. So I'm gonna just keep this, and we'll see. I will see close to the 12 or 12 what I'm gonna do about these two positions. And we can see up here, Swiss bound Swiss. That's 4 hours. Good book on the daily. We broke that triangle. We went pushed down, back out, and we continue back up. We made the new highs. Overall, we still let's look at the weekly. As you can see, guys, look in the weekly. We are at the bottom. We're really still at the bottom of this area. So that could be a range after all. As I said, I don't trade it. Yeah, see here, here. I don't trade it, but it's still worth it to look at it. Okay, it's very interesting here at the last swing low. We broke a new low, but we didn't break the main one. So we're still inside this range area. Probably is gonna back up here. That in this 2020, 21, come back up here, probably halfway the range. If you measure it, the range is about 3,600 bips, 750. Middle of that range is here. If we draw another line, just about here, maybe a little bit higher. Yeah, so probably it's gonna back up here. This is highs, and we'll push down again. We'll see. As I said, we're waiting for the result of the vote. this month, 12/12. And here we go, pound, sorry, um, euro USD. Just quickly have a look here. We didn't really close this gap. Well, we could not close at all. We can see it next couple 5 years, 6 years come back down to it. But I expect after this push down, we expect it to come back up here level with these areas, especially this one here, 115. We'll see. 115 on the book with me. We'll see where we will come back up here and retest this area. But as you can see, the bear is just a slow mover, really. I don't really pay too much attention to it because it's always slow in move. So if you trade small on it, you're not going to be hurt. And I believe that's as good for the newbie to trade it because it doesn't move much. And if you're wrong, you're not going to lose much pips. But if you're right, you're going to earn, but it's not as much as Pound New Zealand, for example, is a good runner. Okay, guys, that's the end of Pound pairs. We'll go look to the news quickly. Right, we have Monday, we have a China news, Euro, and Aussie. On Tuesday, we have Aussie high impact news, RBA, interest rate, and probably Aussie is going to move. So keep that in mind. Not much of dollar, just a couple of them. Euro and inflation report, I believe. Here we go. UK inflation report. We have UK. So if we look here, we have a pound here. So probably Monday is going to position itself to the news. So if you see some movement on pound bears, and we will know if the news, because what happened is the previous day of the big impact in news, the currency started position itself. The long will exit, the short will exit, and they start to position themselves for worst case scenario of the news. Of course, some people knows what's going to happen ahead of the time. Not much people, but as soon as you see the market moving in a certain direction, you can follow. But be cautious because the news on the head the wires, we could see the opposite effect. So you just be careful over there. And mostly dominated by dollar. This week is mostly dominated by dollar. We have a lot of red high impact news on dollar that could move the market very well. We'll see. So yeah, good unemployment rate on Canada as well. Probably CAD, dollar, euro. They're gonna move the market. Probably pound as well. I expect pound will be standby for um, the vote, which is 12/12. Obviously, we still have 2 weeks to do this. Okay, guys, thanks very much for viewing, and please subscribe, hit the like button, and leave me a question in the comment section, and I will reply to you next time. Or if something I need to show you, I will reply next video, or I will reply directly on the chat. Thanks, guys, and have a great week. And as I said, please, if you don't have any trade open, try to avoid open new trade, big trades. Maybe you can scalp, but do not open big, huge trade because we are approaching dry time of the year and anything can happen. So expect the worst all the time. Okay, guys, thanks very much. Have a great week trading. Cheers, bye.